Okay, we're live now. Welcome back to another week of E-Gurukul lesson. So today we are going to continue with the fifth lesson of Living Enlightenment book on the chapter Death is a Celebration. Fifth lesson of... So listen, in this lesson, Swamiji's message is very clear. He said, wake up. Wake up from what? He said, when you enter into the dream state and start dreaming, let's say when you fall asleep, and every night when you fall asleep, you enter into dream state and you start dreaming. This whole world in which you live in now becomes black and white because you are in the dream world. You forget this whole world of your waking state. The dream world becomes very real and you see in multicolor. If you come out of the dream state, this world that we are living, that you wake up to, is again seen in 4D, 4D. Okay? So when you are in this physical body and in the waking state as you are right now, you experience this world as 4D, four multicolor, 4D. So when you're here, the dream world becomes black and white, like doesn't look real. And this will become 4D. And when you are there in your dream state, the dreams become 4D and this will become black and white. So in the same way, when you move away from death, okay, this whole physical world will become unreal and seen as black and white. All your achievement, your pride, your efforts, your money you accumulated in this birth in Buloka, your sorrow, your happiness, everything will no longer have any meaning at all. You will just appear in black and white, like as if you're watching a black and white movie. So understand what Swamiji is trying to say. When something moves away from us, our whole body suffers. When we move away from the physical body, the same suffering starts happening in us. As of now, this whole world will appear in 4D. All this talk about spirituality, meditation, growing the inner being, consciousness will appear to be as black and white when you are. Understand? So all this talk about what we learn about spirituality will appear black and white. So right now, what is happening is that however many pillars we build our personality and life upon, all those pillars are based on the material world. That means what we feel and touch here, which appears to be 4D. Not a single pillar is based on consciousness or our inner space. So our whole personality is built only based on the outer space. Our name, fame, our outer world pillars are not in our control at all. So understand that these outer world pillars that comes and stand in the mind at the time of leaving the body will alone decide about your next birth or enlightenment. If you have at least one pillar, what you build on while you're in the body is established in consciousness, then normally you will not have suffering when you have this body. All other pillars will become black and white. But even if other pillars become black and white, this one pillar will be there in multicolor, 4D, and will take us through at the time of death. So as of now, our problem is that we have no filter to take us through. Our entire personality is based on the outer world space, outer world. So understand that if we build at least one pillar is based on our inner space, this pillar will shine in 4D, full color at the time of death and help us leave the body gracefully. Understand? So listen carefully. Anyone understand what Swamiji has said? Let me just summarize, okay? See, right now, when you see your outer world, your life now, You see your table, your computer, the people, you see them in full color, 4D, right? In the waking state. Now, when you fall into the dream state every night when you fall asleep, this world that we live in become black and white. Our dream state that we go into become color and 4D, right? The dream looks so real. Now, he said that the same thing happens when you, at the time of death, okay, all the outer world will become black and white. All the outer world stuff that you build your life on will become black and white. What become colorful is what you build with your consciousness. Let's say you build consciousness based on your spiritual routine, your spiritual experiences, your initiation you receive from Swamiji, how when you were doing inner awakening, a program with him, you experienced some kind of extraordinary energy, happening inside. So all this will become color, will become real at the point of death. Naturally, when you see that color thing that is you're building on your conscious all your whole life, that you have start building one of the pillars, not just work, relationship, but you build one pillar, which is your consciousness, your spiritual life. Then when the time of death, that one will become colorful. Naturally, when you see that, you will go for your consciousness will be attracted to that. And when you leave the body, you will naturally be attracted to what is colorful, what is real. And then at that point in time, Swamiji will appear. Swamiji will be there to guide you to either merge into the source or take another conscious birth. Understand? That's why while we're in the body, so don't wait till you die already. You try to think, oh, by the time I die, I try to remember Swamiji. No, you have to remember Swamiji when you're still in the body. Understand? Because in the death process, you'll be so painful. If you never build your life based on consciousness, you'll be shaken. You'll be like so frightened and so painful. Out of pain, you fall into coma. But if you have built based on conscious, you know how to witness. You become an observer to everything in the outer world. You're not shaken. You just observe. Yes, my body is withdrawing. And then I'm just witnessing the pain. I'm witnessing everything. Because I'm not this body, I'm not this mind. You are able to see everything and you're able to transition the whole death gracefully without feeling frightened or shaken. Then when that happens, you will see that beautifully, you will transition the whole process of that. And then you will wake up. Hey, you decided to get liberated and not take another body. And it means get liberated from the cycle of birth and death. Understand what Swamiji is trying to say? Give me a thumbs up if you understand what Swamiji is trying to tell you. Okay, great. So let's answer a few questions, okay? See, the whole goal of today's lesson is very simple. He said, waking world and the dream world. You need to understand the difference. What you do in the waking world, the world that you're now in the waking state. The world in the dream state, like when you're asleep, the dream happened. Once you understand this too, at the point of death, you understand how the waking world that you're withdrawing from, when you enter into the next world that you're going to move in the point of death, it is similar. Understand? But then what you see will be different. What is colorful in 4D? What is black and white? Okay? So now, a few questions. So what happens when you enter into dream state? What did Swamiji say? When you're in the dream state, what happened? Can someone tell me? When you're in the dream state, what happened? Everything appears what? Do you still remember what Swamiji said?
The wake state will appear black and white, and the dream state will appear colorful and then for
Exactly. That's why you feel so real in your dream, right? Oh my God, the tiger is chasing after me. I'm so scared. I'm running. I'm have so fear, right? That's what happened in the dream world. It becomes very real. You will see in multicolor, right? So this is when you enter into the dream state. Correct. Now, the next question is, what happens when you're in the waking state? When you're now in the waking state, what happened? What do you see?
the dream state. The dream state becomes black and white, and then the wake state will become colorful and then full.
Exactly, because you feel, see, this is real. My mother is real. My father is real. Everything looks real. I can touch and feel it's colorful. No problem, Shatarupa. I try to manage. Okay. So this is where the tricky part comes. Okay. So what happens when you move from physical body to pranic body? Remember, at the point of death, the consciousness will withdraw from the physical body and move to the next body, which is a pranic body, then your mental body, etc. It is traveling to a different energy body before it exit. So what happened when you enter into the pranic body? Do you still remember what Swamiji said? Hmm? You will experience enormous pain. Okay, that's what he said. You will experience the pain because you are actually withdrawing from the physical realm to the pranic. Okay, he said the whole body suffers. Okay, he said understand when something move away from us, our whole body suffers. So when we move away from physical body, the same suffering starts happening in us. We feel a lot of suffering, as if like the whole world will appear for the all the understand. So suffering will happen. Okay. So now, then the next question, because of the suffering, we'll be shaken. We'll be so imbalanced. We'll be so frightened, right? See, people are not so scared of death. They are scared of the pain. So the pain will come. This is what he described. Okay. Now, listen. What our pillars, which is built based on inner world or outer world. What should we build our pillars? Is it based on outer world stuff or inner world? What pillars should you build when you're in the body? Is it based on outer world or inner world?
It should be based on the inner.
Exactly, which is your consciousness. If you build all your whole life based on what you see in the outer world, then at the point of death, you have nothing in the inner world to help you transition the death process. Understand? And that is where you again feel the pain and quickly run and take another body. Okay? That is how he told us. At least build one pillar based on consciousness. This is the best result. Okay? Now, all right. So now let's do an art activity. Let's do an art activity. This is such an interesting. Okay. So this is, so he said, take your art paper and drawing material. Come, go and take now. I would describe what you need to do for this because you're going to understand the powerful cognition in a pictorial form. Okay, Prasadini, can you take the art paper or your notebook? So you need a plain sheet, some sketch pen or pencil, okay? So you're going to draw the different seasons. For instance, the sun could represent summertime, depicting each season in a pictorial form. So you can, one paper, you draw four quadrant. Okay, one is a spring, summer, autumn, and winter. say draw the 4 seasons, okay? So in each season in the pictorial form and the related pictures, okay? So how one season is followed by another season. See, the world changes, right? Every year, from time to time, from spring, it comes summer, become hot, then the winter where the leaves start falling, and then, no, the autumn where the leaves start falling, and then the winter where the snow come, right? The 4 seasons. I mean, in some places, like where we are in Singapore, we don't have 4 seasons. It's summer all the time. But assuming we're having a 4 season, so your choice is to start all over again for what is called death. That is the beginning of a new chapter of life. Okay, so what he wants us to do is draw the 4 season, and each season have a symbol. Let's say, for instance, summer to you is hot, so you draw a sun. Spring, maybe spring is where new plants grow, so you can draw flowers and leaves of trees, right? They all become green again. Autumn. So what is the symbol of autumn? You can think about it. And then what is the symbol of winter? You can draw something about it. So when you look at this whole 4 picture, okay, that means 4 seasons, have this understanding that the world changes from time to time, from spring to summer to autumn to winter, right? So that changes again and again. It's the same as when we decided to start life again, is death. That is like you going through again another new season. New season is to start all over again. Okay, so that is the essence of this art activity. Can you finish drawing the 4 seasons? Tara, you understand? Nithyananda明白吗? Prasadini, are you able to understand? Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to start the Shastra Pramana for my reading. Okay, while you guys are drawing the drawing, I give you 5 minutes to draw.